back with you. Nice to be back with you. My voice. And yeah, I'm not feeling too well, but we're here to work. We're here to work. You know, NBA YoungBoy. The new generation is considering him to be the Michael Jackson of their time. And that's a heavy role. So right now, let me give him his props before I even start. It's a heavy one, bro. Let's check him out. This is his video. He did an interview with Complex. Check it out for the rest of it, but check this out with me, because we're trying to find out why. Okay, we're trying to see like what connects him with Mike.
Yeah, you never really seem to be one to like care about Grammys or like industry accolades. Do you care about those things, like that kind of recognition?
I want those type of things, but I ain't too focused on it.
What would you say you are focused on?
Staying out of jail. Staying out of trouble.
Yeah.
He said staying out of jail, staying out of trouble. You know, to me, that's a lot for these young bucks, because they be wildin'. So even when they rich, they be wildin'. Look at Dirk. I'm sure he got money. He in jail right now fighting it. Okay, fighting the case right now. You got all these young dudes fighting cases. So he'll say that's at least him looking forward, looking forward to a good future. You know what I'm saying? If he had a bad past, I don't know. But at least he's looking forward to a good future. If you're talking like that, I respect it. I could clap for him again.
What How about you? Learning about people, telling stories in different ways. Because there's a lot of ways to tell stories. You could tell a story in a song, in an interview. I think we both kind of storytellers in different ways, Because rap is poetry, poetry is writing. That's what excites me about life, is we all have different stories. There's this idea of, there's this word sonder, which means that every person you pass by or meet or don't meet is living a life just as full as yours that you may never know. I live in New York, so when I'm on the train, I'm probably going to be on a train subway with someone who I will never see again. But that person is living a full movie just like me that I will never know.
I don't know where he's going with it. We're going to find out. But of course, I would say that, everyone has a life. It's called a life. People wake up. Some people put on socks at the same time. Both socks. Some people put on one at a time. Superman, not so super. That's how I see it. But everybody have a life. Nobody just drop out the cloud and, hey, hi, how you doing? It's not the way the world works. But let's see where he's going with this, because he's probably gonna get deep.
And just that idea of all of these stories happening simultaneously that we may never know, but we're walking by on a random day, is an idea that I think about a lot, That was a long answer. I think watching you this year, I was able to go on to
He's thinking deep about something that's very simple. And sometimes we have to do that, because when we don't look into certain things the right way, sometimes we miss it. You don't want to miss nothing, especially nowadays. You don't want to miss nothing. You want to catch on to every keyword, everything. Yeah, I'm here with my hands ashy and all that. Let's work.
The Barclays show. It was dope to see both sides of you. You've always been super chill, calm, quiet, but you're able to bring out a different part of you on stage. What was the preparation like for you to hit the road after obviously being on house arrest?
Yo, dudes be crying at his shows. These young kids be crying. Now that's one thing I could match up to Mike. But they probably do that with a lot of a lot of celebrities, but they cry at his shows, man. I think there's a video of Case and Not, Kai and Not, him, yeah, crying. I'm going to see if I can find it for us before we close out, but I heard he was crying at an NBA show. We're going to see if we can find that, but let's keep it rocking.
To not even be able to travel.
I was just ready to do it. Just entertainment.
Always. I heard that Tiana Taylor was helping creative direct some aspects of the show. A, is that true? And B, how did you connect with Tiana if that is the case?
My team.
Your team. So did you ever talk to Tiana about different parts of your stage or what you wanted to do while performing?
No.
Your team just kind of got connected with her, got some ideas, and put it together. Well, it came together. Was it weird for you? Because we were talking about it a little bit off camera. You were.
Tiana Taylor just won some. I forgot which award it was. I don't want to chop it up, but it was a beautiful award of her, and a lot of not too many black people won the award, but she's in line with she's in company with good people, with that award, and that's a blessing. Whatever that award was, any award for our people is good. So I'm just giving that shout out. That was dope to know that. But at the same time, I didn't even know that she worked so hard with everything. I just thought she'd do dancing, but she is setting up videos. She's doing stuff. She's probably teaching people how to dance and how to move in the videos. Awesome. And I love finding out that we do more than what I be thinking, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's all. And sometimes we need to know. We need to, like I said, you can miss something if you're not paying attention. And I wasn't paying attention. Man, she stunned me with her achievements, So you got to pay attention to what people are doing right now. They're talking about her right now, helping with the set and everything.
A little bit afraid of heights, and they had you elevated at least 30 feet in the air. Did it take some convincing to get you to do that? You wanted to do it?
Yeah, I just wanted to give him a show.
He kind of got a soft voice like Michael too. His voice is soft. Michael had that soft voice, very soft. So he got a soft voice like Michael, and he looked like he's a little shy like Michael. He don't want to talk. He just shake his head I'll give you a look like you get the point. And that's how Mike was. But then I also heard Mike can get he get feisty when he's ready. I heard it could get like that. I heard he get a little wild on you. But not no crazy freaky stuff, but wild, he can flip on you. Like Denzel can flip on you. But let's listen to the show.
Part of your stage or your performance was your favorite? Was it coming out of the coffin? Was it the elevating into the sky? What part of the show was your favorite night to night?
Always the last song.
Talk to me about that. Why?
Because I completed the night. It's finished.
On to the next.
Well, all rappers doing that? Are rappers putting themselves on big ass shit, swinging them from side to side of rappers? I know R&B dudes do it. I know Drake do it, but Drake be R&B, then he also rap. And he got a lot of parts to him. Is that different for a gangster? He could be a gangster rapper. Is that different for him? To do stuff like that? Stand on something high up and be on some R&B shit. Maybe it's different. That is some Michael Jackson shit. So you got the shyness, you got the voice. It's real. You got the voice, you got the shyness, you got the people crying over him. We're gonna find that Case and Not video, and he'll give it a good performance. That's good. But everybody give a good performance, so we're gonna stop it right there at 3, right there.
Who are some other live performers that you admire, or rap shows that you might have studied going into this?
I haven't watched any in so long. think the last concert I probably watched was some like a Guns N' Roses, some shit.
Guns N' Roses?
Yeah,
Like live or just like watching it on YouTube?
me too.
Like why Guns N' Roses?
Just watching things.
Rockstar aesthetics. Do you remember like the first rap show you went to? Nah. What about the most recent rap show you went to? Like the last one?
Probably that Thug show or something.
Like when he got back out? Oh, before he, way back type. Is there anything you remember specifically about it?
Yeah.
I think one of the things that stuck out to me the most when I went to your show were the little moments where you would just like take in the crowd, like stare out into the distance.
I don't know. I get the feeling like you know he has to like lead the conversation and keep leading the conversation because it's hard to talk to him. Like it's hard to talk to Michael when Michael was living. R.I.P. Michael the Great. You know, so he has to like handle the conversation different. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm noticing something. It's a little off. It's not off, but you know what I'm saying. It's like how he has to do it. His extra work to get the job done.
And I always wanted to ask, like, what would you be thinking about when you would take those pauses and moments?
A lot of things. It's nothing specific though. A lot of things.
Like, give me one thing. Like, one thing out of a lot of things that was running through your mind in any of those moments.
Oh, they enjoying it.
How would you get your answer?
I just ask after the concert over. I ask someone, what do they think?
I heard that one of the potential names for the concert or for the tour.
See, most people don't even care. They got their money, they got their back end, they're ready to go. They don't care how the show went. They got their money. If it went good, it went good. If it didn't, they don't care. He cares. So he actually asking a fan, hey, how was it? You know? And according to that, he probably work harder on the next one. You never know. But he seems like he cares, and I like that. I like that. These young men need some heart. And I don't mean the heart like when you got heart to go run up on someone. I mean heart, like a real heart to be a decent person. Let's keep it rocking.
What it was going to be, this is what heaven sounds like. Is that true?
I don't know. What you think about that name?
I think it's hard.
Yeah.
It's like you're obviously giving your flowers to your fans, but in like a very you way, you know what I mean? That's what I imagined you would be thinking about when you were staring off into the distance for a long time. Like you would be thinking to yourself, this is what heaven sounds like. That shit kind of hard, right? If you make that like the name of an album or a song, you don't gotta credit me, but like you could just kind of like write a bar and I'm like, shout out to Jordan for that, you know?
He smiled like, yeah, all right. But he might just hit you off though. He seems like a decent person. That's right.
Birdman was also on the tour, like basically every stop. What was his role on the road with you?
You know, there's a lot of speculation online that Birdman is just hawking him and, you know, trying to tie himself to some type of money from him or, you know, whatever. Because a lot of people say Birdman do bad business. I don't know what type of business he do. I know he ain't charging some good music, and that's what counts for me. Now, what's going on here? That's what they saying online and stuff like that. But you never know what kind of relationship people have, you know. And this would be a good chance for us to hear and clear it up right now because you know most of you guys and females just be wondering what's going on. Here you got it. All right.
Just chilling, being unk.
Being unk. You got like a favorite?
There you have it. Short words right there. Just being unk. That's why you're there. You don't know what's going on in everybody's life. And that's good because you shouldn't. You should pay attention to what's going on in yours. That's sad. But good he said that. Let's listen to it if he got something more to say. But we got our answer, just like that. If you give us detail, be happy with it.
Memory on the road with him?
Every moment.
Every moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's somebody that's been with you since you were about 16. What does he mean to you?
I think you should ask him. Do you want to get some fresh air?
You want to
Hear that? You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, you know, you'll hear pimps stuff like that. I think you should ask him. Yeah, let's want to get some fresh air. You know what I'm saying? But that's also that Michael Jackson. You know, I just want to love the world. You know how Michael was, man. He was with his stuff, man. But we're gonna pause it, right? Because they're about to go outside, and then we're gonna bring it right into it. Okay? Just rock with me.
At Barclays, I was speed walking, but when I watched it back, it looked like we was walking mad slow. Like we was walking mad fast. Cause after that, like after we did that video, everybody was like, yo, this is really the Michael Jackson of like this generation.
Okay, see now here we go. We have that word. We have those words. We have that name. Okay? And for his name to be even mentioned with that, let's give it up. No hating. That's beautiful. Okay? We clap for that. Now let's listen to what's going on.
What you think when you hear that?
You gotta think about my age, bro. I don't know.
We the same age.
I don't know nothing about no Michael Jackson, though.
Yo, YB, you
You hear what he said? He said, I don't know nothing about no Michael Jackson. That brings me back to what I was saying again. Sometimes we gotta do our research. You know? But he can do as much research as he wants. He can see certain things and see like how the news coverage was all over him. How, you know, and you had it was crazy for Mike. It was crazy for Mike. Magazine covers constantly trying to catch him for a pick. People always trying to catch him for something. Talking bad, talking good. He had it all. It was crazy for Mike. He can watch it, but would he get to like feel it? Like say if he was a person that was singing at the same time Mike was singing, or a person that was a fan, you know, that pays attention real close, who knows? Because the fan only gets for so much too, you know? So I don't know how close you need to be able to feel a person, you know, or get to know a person. Let's check it out.
a song called Dirty Diana, sampling Dirty Diana.
No, but I don't understand the stardom.
Okay.
The power.
Oh, cause we wasn't like really alive.
See, he don't understand the stardom, the power. He don't understand like the feeling that you would have when Mike walked by, or when he stepped on stage, how people react, or when he stepped in anywhere or stepped out of anywhere, or how people just cling to him and probably write letters days after days after days. But he gets that as well. He knows what he's getting that's probably overboard, but he don't know if Mike was getting that. So you gotta respect it, and that's crazy. His name is even being mentioned on the side of Michael Jackson. But even in the comments, if you feel different, I don't know. But that's a big one right there. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of his stuff, you know. Maybe I need to do more research.
His peak when like women was like passing out.
Yeah, I feel like certain shit be over-exaggerated sometimes too. You gotta think about it. They over-exaggerate about me sometimes.
See? He said some shit just be over-exaggerated. So you probably thinking that's bullshit, what Mike was getting. The love that he was getting, or the hate he was getting, or just everybody, whatever it is he was getting. He don't respect it. The money, nothing. The stardom wasn't enough for him. He don't understand it. He wasn't there for it. Should we argue with that? I don't know. But I say I'm gonna listen to him. He doesn't understand. He knows his level He knows his level, which is good. He's at a good level, I heard. I heard it's up there. That's why they mentioned him with Mike. Huh?
How though? Like how?
Like
though?
that statement, right?
That you the Michael Jackson.
That's like going too far.
Yo, but I'll be honest though, like the way like you only really get it when you go to live shows and see how it's one thing to like have fans and they support you with like the crazy streams or whatever, but it's a whole other thing to have people go out of their way on a Wednesday night, put asses in seats and support you in the way that your fans did, you know?
I'm very thankful for it.
Do you plan on continuing it? Because, you know, fans have been fiending for that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back on tour. Let's step in that little closed area.
You know what? They're gonna step into that little closed area, and that's good. Let them do that. What I'm gonna do is break this down a little bit. I like the way he handled himself. I like the way he's smooth about his shit. I like the area he picked to have the guy do the interview. I like that. Heard about the shows, they're super dope. People going crazy, jumping, Casey not crying. Let me pause and we're gonna see if we can find that, because we need to find that, because I gotta find that. Now, I don't recommend nobody cry over anybody. You know what? You do have to cry. But we shouldn't be crying over people on stage. I don't know if that's glorifying. I don't know what it is. But here we have it. My boy face is clear as day. And then this happened. See that tear? Let's bring it back a little bit. I'm gonna try to see that tear. And I'm not dragging him. He's a young man and he's a cool dude. You know? Okay? He's crying for this guy. I don't know, maybe he's thinking about something different, you know? Let's give it that. I'm gonna give it that. But he was crying, so this is my proof. And this is also another reason why I say people was crying. This is a famous guy who was crying. There's people in the crowd that's crying, that's making me feel comfortable with crying. And I was trying to hold my laugh through the whole thing, because to me, I think it's just this normal thing for people to cry. Okay? So that's what it is, but check it out. Also, send your shout outs, your blessings, because also he mentioned something about hold on. He mentioned something about mental health. And put your prayers up. Always put your prayers up for people. You know, hold on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just older now, so a lot of things that used to like hurt me back then used to make me like wanna rap. And you know, I just don't make that type of music no more. I don't go that deep, cause I ain't that hurt no more.
See?
I think I go about things different.
See that? Sometimes you gotta get out of your pain in order for you to give them something different. A lot of people be wishing for these kids to give them something different, you know, other than kill, kill, kill. And they didn't get to that point where they can get past that yet. And when they get past that, you probably see something different. And that's probably when you see the miracles, the magic that y'all looking for. Talking about black magic, black magic. Where is it? It comes with growth. Stop hating and watch.
How do you go about things now?
Just let go. Just let it be.
I remember you said a little while ago that you like would never do therapy. Is that still the case? Or like have you tried therapy?
Tried it.
It ain't work?
I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
When you say like those certain things don't hurt you.
Some people try therapy and it don't work. Y'all know how I do. Anytime I hear something that it got my mind going, I stop it and I share it with you. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Anymore to make music about? Are you talking about like relationship wise? Are you talking about rappers trying to get attention from you? Like, what are those things that don't bother you anymore?
A lot of things don't really bother me no more. It just ain't that important. Why I want to make a song or something up. Just put all my energy into it.
So we never gonna hear another NBA YoungBoy response track?
Can't say. You talking about like a diss song or something?
Like a diss song or like a response, like a relationship response song?
I don't want to have to respond to something. I like because
That feels good, not to respond to something. Or to have to. I don't know.
control the narrative. But I don't know.
That is growth, though. To not be so. I think a lot of times when you respond to things, it's because you're moving out of feeling like you're getting reacted to it emotionally, you know, which isn't bad. I don't think it's bad to have emotional reactions to things, but it definitely is like maturity to take a second to not do the first thing that comes to mind when something bothers you, you know? What do you do to calm down? What do you do to like chill yourself out?
And you know what? That's a very hard thing to not do the first thing that comes to mind. Because a lot of us snap off impulse. A lot of people, you know, just go and do. So we end up with the results later and then we suffer from it. Now, if you control that, that's a good thing. Let's hear what this young man got to say about it. And then we're going to get out of here. Because, you know, I'm stretching it a bit.
Does NBA YoungBoy do it like?
Pause. Like I just did with that. Pause.
Zen out. Nature walk?
Smoke.
Play with your kids. Some of your kids are getting up there now. What are they listening to? Do they listen?
Smoke. Gave you the answer right there. Smoke, have a drink, chill out, leave the stress alone, find a chick, laugh, talk. That's what we do. Eat a cookie. Yeah. He just asked him a question about his kids, what his kids are listening to. We're going to hear what he got to say, and we out of here.
Listen to your music?
I don't know.
You never like hear what they're playing around the crib?
Probably there'll be something I wouldn't like.
Something that you don't like? Why do you think that?
I don't know. It's a good question though.
Thanks. Who are some artists that like you still want to work with? I know you don't work with
You hear that question that he's about to ask? You can go check the records of his show out. That's the Complex Show. Check it out. Okay. Dope show. NBA YoungBoy is a tough person to interview, I think. You know, because you gotta push it, but at the same time, he do give the fans what they need. You know, fans sometimes not supposed to get a whole cake. Sometimes supposed to get slices and little bits of it. We out of here. I'm cutting on that AC and I'm gonna start the next one. Yo, thank you for chilling with me, taking your time with me. Welcome to Chat No Filter. I'll catch you guys for the next one. And I'm out.